minutes on the clock. Game number 1 in the blue, obviously, is the Sapphire team, and the orange is the orange team. I was talking about how it would be funny if it would be backwards, but Sapphire is going to get off to a hot start here. 6 seconds in, and Papa Dragon is going to snipe this left side.
And a great shot from him, putting it behind Fairnight, who was not positioned back post. Great positional error from Fairnight, and Papa Shadow Dragon just completely took advantage of it, and opening very fast for his team, getting the first goal of the game.
Early start here for Sapphire, and they're going to look to build on it as quickly as they can, as Azrael is going to take this one high, almost dropping it in. Papa Dragon just a little bit too far up in the box there. Now Float will have a one-on-one. I actually don't know what the third player's tag is for Sapphire, because it's all squares on my screen. Hopefully I can get that info at some point here, but Sapphire fending off an attack from Orange there. They're going to move downfield. Midnight Sky up to play this one to his backboard. Here comes the shot in, looking to fake out all the defenders. Fahrenheit has one save. Papa Dragon's going to have all the boost in the tank. Great bump off there by Midnight Sky. Azrael coming in as well. Midfield pass outside the box as we are approaching 1 minute gone here in game number 1. Sapphire still holding on to this 1-0 lead. A little bit of a team bump between Azrael and his teammate on the far side is going to slow down the attack for just a second. Fahrenheit will have the clear there. Orange really hasn't been able to get going in their offensive end quite yet. Benji, what do they need to be doing to start getting the points on the board?
I think this Orange roster really needs to adjust. They haven't had the best of seasons, and it's showing, but they're improving very, very fast, and a win is all they need to turn their season around and open the floodgates, and we'll see if they can get this now. They're playing towards the pace of Team Sapphire, but they need to start playing their own game. They need to start going for these challenges. They need to take their space and just own it. And right now we're seeing they're getting walked all over by Sapphire. They're just taking so much time, getting 50-50s in the midfield. That's another one by Papa Shadow Dragon. Ball will pop up in the air towards the corner. Float will have the ball. Taking his time with it, trying to force the ball downfield. Sticks with it and does try and beat Azrael. Ball will be popped up, and it will be the first one to it, but it's beat by Azrael, and really nothing generated still for this Team Orange squad.
They've had a couple looks downfield. Fahrenheit almost able to turn that one on inside the box, but they really haven't had anything threatening. You're entirely right. And here's a bounce shot off the 50 from Papa Dragon, almost able to follow it up. He will follow it up, and it'll drop in far side. Papa Dragon's gonna find another 2 goals for Papa Dragon, 2 goals for Sapphire here. Just about 3 minutes left in game number 1.
And a great shot from him. Got the 50-50 over 2 of the defenders, and no defender could get the hit, and he capitalized. Really just playing basic Rocket League, and it's working for his team so far. We'll see if they can try and keep this up, and if they can, this will look like a fast series for this team, but still nothing over just yet. Papa Shadow Dragon, though, taking his time once again, going for the second touch. Tries to try to get it over for the defenders, but a save by Float will block it out of the net. Ball will be popped up now. Azrael will be the first one to it. Does get one. And going for the second touch, and Azrael, we talk about his mechanics. He's one of the most mechanical players in Havoc, but probably the most mechanical player in Academy, and we're seeing it right here with a double touch off the ground as well.
Yeah, great positioning there to make sure that pinch is down, no bouncer, not getting it off the post. It goes straight in, and now 3 goals the lead for Sapphire just outside of halftime here in game number 1. No shots credited to Orange yet through 2.5 minutes here in this first game. Here's a drop pass from Azrael. The shot just a little bit wide there. Float's going to take over. Possession is going to go right back to Azrael. It's not what you want to see from Orange at all. And here's an easy cleanup. I don't know. Just it's squares on my screen. Who is this person? What is his name?
I actually have no idea either.
No idea. We're going to figure it out.
Call them squares, I guess.
We're going to figure it out.
He'll get a great shot. And yeah, I guess he's just in great positioning from him, though. And this team looking flawlessly in this first game. And poised to try and take this seriously and keep this up.
It's either flexy or tricky. It's one of the two, and it could be either of them. So we're just going to have to continue just thinking that it's squares. Azrael is going to put that one in. 5 goals now. Running away with this game number 1 is Sapphire. Midnight Sky's clear, just not quite strong enough to get out of the box, and Fahrenheit's off of his line to back him up. That is a 5th unanswered goal for Sapphire. Still holding Orange shotless through 3 minutes here in game number 1. Papa Dragon's going to have another go at the backboard here, just a little bit wide. Fahrenheit has a midfield demo on Azrael, is going to push him all the way back. Big 50 there by, I think Squares is good to call him until we figure out what his actual tag is. That's a big bump from Float, keeping that shot from coming out. Fahrenheit's going to find a little bit of space, but again, still not able to register a shot. The offense is just continuing to be not particularly threatening. Papa Dragon will play this one long, leaving it for Azrael. High up to the backboard. Papa Dragon waiting, trying to see where this one's going to drop in. He'll come in, second man, back into the corner, looking for another touch. Bouncing out here, Squares is going to have it to the backboard. Faking Fahrenheit off there, and Float will have it cleared down. Orange, all they really need to do is find something here. They're probably not going to win this first game, but a goal will be huge for the momentum. And maybe they'll be able to set themselves up with a little bit more of a better start going into game number 2.
Exactly. You just have to look to the next games. You still have a whole series to play, and this game is in the books. And I did have confirmation that is Sleepy, who is the Squares that we called it. So guess Sleepy, yeah. Guess he's just.
That's an own goal.
Yeah, that is an own goal. Guess he's just changing names so far. But yeah, if you're in Team War situation, which I think they've been in this situation a couple times, so they're familiar with this. They know they'd have to focus on the next game, and can't let them get this far out of hand. It is the first game, so these teams are feeling each other out, seeing how each other plays. So series definitely not over, but a strong showing from Team Sapphire.
The Sapphires look pretty much unstoppable in the orange end at this point. Even the shots that they're not putting on target are going in, so it's going to have to keep up what they're doing through the rest of the series. They might cruise to an easy 3-0, but all that it's going to take is just a little bit of tightening of the screws from Orange for them to be able to start breaking out. And it's going to start with trying to find some offense and not giving all the room to Sapphire, as Sleepy has an uncontested shot. He rips it in right underneath the crossbar. Azrael, perfect setup and a better shot from Sleepy, finding his second of the game on 3 shots. It has been an offensive onslaught, 7 goals for Sapphire. 35 seconds left here. Game number 1. Maybe another one off the kickoff here. Fahrenheit will guide it into the corner. Azrael and Sleepy both are looking for this one off the ceiling. Papa Dragon will end up getting it. A dangerous touch in the middle of the box here. Azrael there to back him up. Midnight Sky, still no shot on goal. There it is. Finally, the first shot with 18 seconds left. Team Orange. Maybe they can find one in the back of the net before this game is over. Start themselves on the path to a comeback in game number 2. Not looking like it, as Sleepy had the backside demo on Midnight Sky. This one winding down here. One more opportunity. Sleepy's pre-jumping the pass from Papa Dragon. It'll be cleared away. And looking to maybe touch the ground soon. Azrael's going to have one more go with this one, and that's going to do it. Sapphire cruising to his just outside the box, not able to connect with the second touch. Now Float in the face of the defense. He's got an opportunity to touch this one center. Fahrenheit just not able to get there at the right moment to tuck that one inside. But that is the offense that we need to see from Orange. Another opportunity here just a little bit early. Float's going to take this one back into the box. Azrael will have the clear. Sleepy was looking for the redirect right at the mid boost. Night Sky is going to take his time here, taking a little bit of possession. He gets it over top of one. Sleepy was waiting for that boost to spawn. Couldn't get it. He'll have a great pinch off the back wall. Almost the team pinch onto the frame there. Papa Dragon just ending up dunking his own teammate. Now Fahrenheit will turn, driving this one up the sidewall. Sleepy, great clear off the backboard, taking it away from the 2 attackers in the box. Almost catching Azrael off of his line. There was Midnight Sky with a shot off the sidewall. And now 3 minutes left, and we're still tied 0-0. Will Sapphire be able to find a breakthrough here on this trip into the zone?
And so much better pacing coming out of Orange. They're challenging the ball. They're going up to these. And as I say, Azrael with the great shot just off the post. The Flow will be the first one to it. Top Shadow Dragon just go for a shot, but it's saved by Midnight Sky. But the defense is so much more coming out of Team Orange, and they actually have some couple shots of their own, 4 to be exact, and actually tied as Sapphire for shots. So maybe it's Sapphire just backing off, giving them some more respect, or maybe it's Orange just amping it up. Maybe listening to what we said and just keeping up the pressure. And we'll see Float down, booms the ball downfield. Sleep will be the first one to it. Has the ball in the air, going for a play off the corner. Can I get a hit? The ball is bouncing towards mid. A teammate is there, and Papa Dragon, the shot off the wall from the pass from Sleepy, and as I said, they take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes just a little bit just beat out by a better play. Not a whole lot that Orange could have done there, as the read from Papa Dragon just so quick off the pass out of the corner there. A dime down to the nose of his car in the box, and if you're Orange, all you can really do is sit there and hope that he misses it, and obviously he made no doubt about putting that one home. Fahrenheit's going to make the stop on Azrael here, as the pressure now beginning to mount for Sapphire. Starting to put down some stakes in the orange zone. Azrael back out to this one. Papa Dragon takes it high, looking for maybe a second one. Azrael will have it, though, and it's 2-0 now. Quick second goal here for Sapphire.
And so much trust. Azrael actually pre-dubs Papa Dragon, who actually was going for the fake, I'm pretty sure. And great chemistry from the team. And fast you see Float is just so confused sitting in that he is getting out-skilled, as we can see that. And now, as I talked about, they held their own for about 3 minutes, but now it just seems like Team Sapphire running away with it.
Yeah, Sapphire starting to turn the Jets on a little bit. Here's the shot from Azrael, almost having the full field read off his own backboard, not quite able to find it. It was so close. But we cross a minute and 45 left here in game number 2. Another one for Azrael. And in 20 seconds since he scored his first, he finds a second here, and the lead is now 3-0 for Sapphire.
And Azrael going for the shot, another float, but with so much power on the shot from Azrael, really couldn't do anything. And now, I don't want to say this game is over, but it's looking even more likely and likely that we're going to see this game 3. This game 3 is so important for this team, not only because it could be a sweep, but for the momentum, it has to swing for Team Orange. And finally, a shot coming in from Midnight, and he will take that. I think that is the first goal of the series so far. And not a better time, and Float with the bump, opening up the field, and looks like Sleepy couldn't get the hit. And great play from them, and they're still in this game.
Absolutely. A minute and a half, so much time for Orange to be able to find a way back into this game and back into the series. You're going to have to put in some work, but at very least, they've dashed the hopes of a perfect sweep for Sapphire, which, you know, sometimes if you're just outclassed is all you can ask for. Papa Dragon almost able to drop that one in off a great read to the backboard. Here's a big clear. Papa Dragon's clear only as far as Float on the sidewall. Now keeping with it, Azrael getting the clear out to midfield. Sleepy, the outlet pass to Papa Dragon. The shot off of Float's nose after hitting the bar. And what a great set piece here by the Sapphire offense.
So full team play. We have Azrael passing to Sleepy, and a great shot from Pop Shadow Dragon. Float did assist him a little bit, but that shot was so powerful. It was going in anyways. And now we're seeing Team Sapphire finally see this space and just start taking space. They know that they are the better team right now, and they can do anything they want right now. But we'll see if any Team Orange presence can be seen in this second game, or we'll see it. They'll have to try and make a miraculous run in this game 3.
Yeah, they're going to have their work cut out for them regardless, whether it's in this game or the next one. Here's a shot from Fahrenheit. It's going to bounce all the way through the box. You Float, no boost in the tank to be able to make a go at that one. Fahrenheit's going to keep this one center field. Float up for the 50. Great fake from Azrael. He's going to have a little bit of space, but only just for a moment as Midnight Sky takes it away. Fahrenheit not able to find that one. Neither is Float. Midnight Sky makes the critical touch there to clear his lines. Azrael's going to look for the touch out of the corner. Here's centering ball. Nobody there for Sapphires. We cross 10 seconds left here. Game number 2 definitely going to Sapphire, but Orange definitely a stronger performance from them here in game number 2, but Sapphire definitely kind of putting the screws to them. It's looked there have been moments flat today. I guess this is stay in the winner's bracket today. They still have a second life left regardless of the outcome of this series. But I mean, like you were saying at the beginning of all of this could potentially be one of their strongest opponents through this. So they can put up a good showing against Sapphire here. It's a good primer for whoever they might face in the rest of this bracket, but already off to a flying start is Sapphire. A little bit of a double commit on the backboard there. Papa Dragon's going to have a go at that one from spawn after being demoed. And we've already seen Sapphire start to turn it on. Azrael with another demo on Fahrenheit, forcing the defense of Orange back into their own box. Putting it to the backboard. A little bit of a fake. The follow-up from Sleepy not able to be found. The goal's wide open. And Papa Dragon's got a training pack shot. Drops it into the goal and a quick 1-0 lead for Sapphire.
Chaos coming out of that. There's 5 cars flying around, and Papa Dragon holds his ground, and he gets the challenge on the end, and as you said, won't get any more free than that. And first goal going to Sapphire, and no answer yet from Team Orange, but they still have plenty of time. They have to keep their mental in the game, and we're going for a double touch from Sleepy. Tries to get that. And what I'm seeing so far is the mechanical outclassing that is allowing Team Sapphire to just go for these plays, especially plays like that from Azrael, just taking the ball in the air, and there's no air challenges that are hitting the ball or even going for the ball from these Orange players.
Yeah, just the pressure up in the faces of the shooters is not quite enough from Orange. This is a big 50 from Float. It'll be all the way on frame, and Papa Dragon's got to stretch to make that save. Centering ball here. Fahrenheit shot high and wide, and now the counterattack from Azrael. All he's got to do is drive it into the net. Looking for the breezy flick. Wasn't able to connect on the second touch, but there's a 2-0 lead quickly for Sapphire, taking advantage of an overcommit from Orange, and that's the double-edged sword here, where we're asking them to play more aggressive to get in the face of the Orange squad. And the other side of that coin is that it's very easy to overcommit as you throw all your resources forward, trying to stay in the face of the shooter. And there, Orange, unfortunately, takes the L on that one. A shot from Fahrenheit turned away by Sleepy, and a downfield pass looking for Azrael on the outlet. Not quite able to connect on it. It's a little bit too heavy. Fahrenheit, awkward touch on the backboard. Papa Dragon has it taken away by Float, but still set up in the orange corner is Sapphire. They've been here what seems like the entire game, and they're going to continue to stay here until Orange force them out.
And this is just an onslaught of pressure. And as you said, we're not going to see Team Orange. The offensive pressure, they haven't tried to force on the offense, but it's just a double-edged sword. They got, as they overcommitted, but that's a free one for Fahrenheit. A rare miss off with Sapphire, and they'll capitalize them. And cutting the lead in half now. Azrael just couldn't make full contact from the ball, and Fahrenheit won't get much freer wins than that. And still keeping his team in this, but they're going to need a lot of offense and a lot of skill to try and take this game.
Yeah, that positioning from Fahrenheit making that goal happen. Just the fact that he's up there or in the face of the defense forces the rush touch and opens the goal up on the miss. So critical for Orange to continue to position themselves in a way that is going to force some of those missed touches, but in the same breath, not leaving their back line open. Awkward touches here from Papa Dragon, and Sleepy almost ended up in a goal. It would have been quite a setup if it had worked out. But here again, we're seeing just not a lot of pressure in their defensive third from Orange. They're leaving a lot of space for Sapphire to be able to take control as the ball's exiting the zone. What a shot from Sleepy here. He tucks it in on the dime from Papa Dragon. Plays it high into the box, and Sleepy finds the perfect touch into the right side of the goal, and the lead's 2 in favor again for Sapphire.
And we see it there. He just completely dusted 2 players on the orange side. They didn't even have a chance of hitting the ball. And actually, it looks like a kickoff goal from Azrael will extend their lead to 3 now. And looking more and more unlikely that Team Orange are going to be able to take this game, but still plenty. Actually, a fake. That was actually a strategical fake. Papa Dragon went for the booth, and ball got hit right into Azrael, and incredible play from them. Really just showing their superiority and dominance over this Team Orange squad.
Big fake out there. I think probably the cleanest fake kickoff that I've ever seen actually executed in, not RLCS level Rocket League. So props to them on setting that one up and pulling it off to perfection. Another shot here is going to come in from Sleepy, and unfortunately finding the gap in the defense is a 4-goal lead now with 2:18 left. And again, just Sapphire running away with this one, splitting all 3 defenders on the errant 50 just inside of the half-field line. And it is still all Sapphire, still all the time. It's just really not looked great for Orange. Again, Midnight Sky's going to try to get something going here, but his shot just not enough to challenge the defender. Didn't look for a pass. The flick wasn't powerful enough. And all it's going to do is give the ball right back to Sapphire. Float was trying to pull Papa Dragon off. He at least forced an awkward approach at that one in the corner. Now Sleepy getting bumped onto that one by Azrael is going to take it to the backboard. Good defense on the backboard there by Fahrenheit. That's what we need to see out of Orange, taking that space and time away, but then immediately giving the ball right back to Sleepy. Midnight Sky's going to put it on frame. Papa Dragon almost not there in time, but just enough to be able to make the save wide. Looked like he was thinking about going wide for boost and opted to turn back. A smart play. Sleepy's going to pound this one in the box. Fahrenheit, good clear out to the midfield. It's a big bump there from Float, giving some space for Fahrenheit to be able to work it in the corner. Now Float pressuring Azrael here, taking it off of his hood, but still with possession is Fahrenheit. A musty into the box, and Papa Dragon's not going to be able to turn that one back in, but Azrael will have the the clear all the way across. Possession stays here with Sapphire. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and Orange, they are going to have to become a different team, I think, to have a chance at taking this game number 3. Well, you're saying there's a chance.
The only light we're seeing from the Team Orange squad, he's the only one keeping them in this, and both are off the mistake from Azrael off of his possession, and if they can just capitalize on more mistakes, then, and there definitely has been mistakes from Sapphire. They're few and far between, but there has been mistakes that have been able to capitalize as we see the 2 goals of this game so far. But we need to see them capitalize on 3 more just to tie this one up, and 4 more to be win this and take it to a 4th game, which is still a grueling series. But as time just slows down, we'll see less and less of a chance. And Azrael taking this time now beats the 1 defender. Sleepy going for a free flip but can't get it. Pop shot Dragon with the first one to it. He's beat up by Float though. Float taking his time in the midfield. Azrael beats 1. On the backward, he does have Sleepy going for a pass to the midfield and just back and forth plays, just running around Orange. They're just trying to delay as much time as possible, so they just can't score at all.
Yeah, this game is very much Sapphire's to lose more than it is Orange's to win. Like you're saying, the mistakes are really what is leading to the goals for Orange, and if the Sapphire isn't going to make any mistakes, then they're not going to score any goals. So this comes down to what Sapphire can do. Fahrenheit would have had an opportunity at goal there, but couldn't get it around Azrael, who was overcommitted a little bit. This time taken away. And if there's a goal going to be scored, it'll be for Sapphire, but they'll touch down there, and Sapphire take the series.
Team Purple in the blue, Team Gold in the orange, and let's go. We got Brady Eagle popping the ball up, going for a pass to Zaldrax. It's beat, though, by Billy Too Silly. Case back, going for an early shot, though. Will be just wide and saved by Septic. Septic booms the ball downfield. Just find a teammate, pass to Septic. We'll actually have an open net and a great passing play. We'll open up the teams. And we had early scoring last year, so we have it again now. A passing play, Zaldrax. Actually, he's on the out Dev Norbert, who didn't know he was there. And easy shot for Septic. Billy Too Silly couldn't get back to it in time. And first goal of the game goes to Gold.
It was a fantastic feed from Zaldrax off that midfield, right at the boost line, and getting his team on top first. In the orange is Team Gold, in the blue is Team Purple. We just jumped right into this one. The players are super eager to go. KS Mac, Billy Too Silly, and Dev Norbit, the 3 players for Purple. NF Septic, Zaldrax, and Rado Eagle, the 3 for Team Gold. And we passed 30 seconds gone. Team Gold still sitting on this 1-0 lead. It has been, both teams have had a trip downfield and a shot on goal. Here's another one coming out from Dev Norbit. It'll be turned aside by Zaldrax. And now trying to put on some pressure in the orange zone is Team Purple. KS Max going to try to leave this one, but will manage to get it around Septic. Norbit will turn it back around, demoed for his efforts there by Septic, and the ball's just going to float there at midfield. It was stationary almost on the midfield line, not something you see very often. Zaldrax shot turned away by KS Mac. And a little bit of space here for Norbit. He's going to bang it hard downfield, denied by Rado Eagle just inside the box. A follow-up shot from KS Mac will be saved off the backboard by Zaldrax. And Purple now starting to mount a little bit of pressure. They've had some long shots here, but really not a lot of passing plays coming together for them quite yet, like we saw from Team Gold for their first goal. We got a minute and a half gone here through game number 1. Team Purple really haven't done a whole lot offensively yet here. Benji, what are you looking to see from them as this series progresses?
I'm looking to see some team plays like we saw Team Gold do. They saw that first team play open up the scoring, and I think to match Team Gold, you got to do exactly what they did. You got to do some team plays. Got to open up the field for your teammates and create space and opportunities, because with those space will become opportunities, and if these players can capitalize on them, they can definitely take it to Team Gold.
I'm liking seeing the Mustangs out there on the field. There are at least 2. There might be 3. I was confused when I saw it first. I was like, what is that? And it's the Mach-E that was in the store a couple weeks ago. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play with it, so I was confused for a brief second. But now I figured out what it is, and we're going to keep going with this match. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here. Game number 1, still a 1-0 lead in favor of Team Gold off the back of NF Septic, and he's going to find a second one. Another feed from Zaldrax is going to result in another ripper from NF Septic. And that is a 2-goal lead for Team Gold.
Deadly duo, Zaldrax and Septic coming out once again. Zaldrax now assisting off the backboard. Septic, who booms it perfectly into the bottom left corner, and no answer to this offense from Team Purple, and 5 shots compared to the 2, so definitely some comparative shots. And Billy Too Silly will try to clear the ball downfield, but Zaldrax will have him red. It beats 2 defenders now. You have Norbert Lassen, tries to pass to Billy Too Silly, and Billy Too Silly with an incredible doink, just barely off though. That would have been a highlight play for him. And now ball played into the corner. To Case Mac. Case Mac couldn't read it though, and Zaldrax is up for it. Zaldrax is beat by Billy Too Silly, and Septic tries to give himself a backboard pass, but actually 2 defenders caught up, and still no goals yet for Team Purple.
They're looking to try to start threatening downfield, but it's just their offensive opportunities are not threatening enough. They're being turned away so easily by Team Gold. And now Billy Too Silly is going to carry this one across midfield, flicking to himself, looking to try to work this one center. Radel Eagle will have the stop. K-Smack a shot on frame there, denied by Zalderax. It wasn't even on target, but still the save credited to Zalderax. But again, we're seeing just some of these weak attempts and a wide open goal for Radel Eagle. He couldn't find the back of the net. Nobody challenging. Zalderax trying to throw the changeup, but it's denied by K-Smack, who secures himself the Savior medal here with 1:28 left here. Game number 1, and a Septic shot just off the post. Radel Eagle quick in for the challenge to keep it into the blue zone. Norbit trying to get it over top of Zalderax. Will turn it right back to the middle of the field. K-Smack up super quickly for the deny. Billy Too Silly's touch is going to go right up into the ceiling, staying at midfield. Radel Eagle defended here by K-Smack. Radel Eagle shot just past the inside of the post. We crossed 60 seconds left here. Game number 1, and still no goals for Team Purple. But just as I say it, the caster curse comes out, and K-Smack, assisted by Billy Too Silly, is going to find the first one for Team Purple.
That was a beautiful shot. He jumped across and got the redirect, which is just boomed it towards the net. And if you're going to score it, better do it now with a beautiful shot like that. That is so inspiring for this Team Purple squad to try and get their host back into the game, and still plenty of time, especially when the kickoff is heading towards the orange net. Dev Norbert going for the ball. Will fall to K-Smack though. Ball will be popped up by him. Going for a second touch. Actually gets the bump on Radel Eagle. With the ball awkward for Billy Too Silly. Will not go for it. Ball lingering in the midfield. Septic goes for the hit off the wall. Dev Norbert will have the ball. Pushing the ball downfield. Zalderax will be the first one to it. Plays the ball up them, off the backboard, looking for a teammate. Radel Eagle going for it, but is actually beat out by Billy Too Silly. A 1v1 situation. If he can get to it, he actually goes to the shot. But Septic with an incredible save. Septic, the real MVP of his team in this first game so far. He is pulling them through, like kicking and screaming. We'll see if they can hold on for 18 more seconds. Another offensive tech from Billy Too Silly, taking his time on the dribble. Tries to get past Septic. He does get past Septic. Does he have a teammate? Radel Eagle will be the first one to it. Pushing the ball downfield. They have 5 more seconds. Last attempt for K-Smack. Hits the ball off the backboard. Tries to go for the demo, and it blocked by Septic again. And all the ball has to do is touch the ground, and it will touch the ground. And game 1 going to Team Gold. They had to work for it, but they did get it.
Starting again. All 6 players in the lobby, and we are going to get underway. 5 minutes back on the board, and 1-0 in favor of Team Gold. Already getting a shot on a target there was K-Smack, stopped by Septic. Norbert's going to take it off the backboard. Billy Too Silly turning it right back into the box. Up early was K-Smack, and it's denied by Septic. Now Billy Too Silly is going to be all on his own. Great touch there to get around the first attacker. A little bit of a double commit there is going to pinch that one hard off the backboard. Zalderax up early for the stop. A little bit of a miscommunication on the defensive end, but Billy Too Silly will have the clear just to the side wall. Not a whole lot further. He's still with it, still has possession. He's going to try to lay it out to one of his teammates in the middle of the field, but it's turned away. 30 seconds left. Neither team really with anything too convincing, but it's 2 shots to 0 for Team Purple, and this is exactly where they want to be at the beginning of this game number 2.
This game number 2 really important for both teams, actually. Team Purple does have more weighing of importance, and K-Smack will touch the ball, though. A little bit of an awkward hit from him. We'll take it to the corner. A pinch coming out. See if Billy Too Silly can take his time on the ball. Does beat out Zalderax. A boom. K-Smack does backflip, though. No shot immediately coming in. Some time. Radel Eagle will be the first one, too, but is beat out by Billy Too Silly, going for the shot. A pinch save, though. Dev Norbert taking his time. Hits the ball towards the wall. A misplay from K-Smack, though. They're not actually be wide open for Zalderax, and won't get much more further than that, and that was hard to watch. We saw just Dev Norbert was backwards, and K-Smack couldn't get the hit, and Zalderax just drove up and shot it in the net. Very unfortunate play from Team Purple, but nonetheless, that was mistakes from both players.
Yeah, just not what you want to see there. They had set themselves up so well for the first minute 15 just to have that one go right back over their heads. All it takes is one errant touch, one poor rotation, and it's punished immediately by Team Gold. Here's another one, maybe dropping in just off the outside of the post. Dev Norbert's there for the stop. But again, we're starting to see Team Gold pull this momentum back in their favor. Radel Eagle bounced that one into the box. It's denied away by the defense. Zalderax another touch. Billy Too Silly's going to pop this one high into the midfield. He's got a touch over top of one. Just NF Septic to beat. He'll make the save. He had 2 players in his face, kept his composure, and had the deny and the rotational save there for the Savior medal as we are just approaching 2 minutes played. Already standing on his head in the goal is NF Septic. 3 saves to his name and only 2 minutes played. So a great start here from them, and Radel Eagle is going to have an opportunity just to drive this one in. Billy Too Silly there to bail out his teammates, keeping this one a 1-0 game. Billy Tusilli there trying to make something happen with the physicality, just not quite able to force it through the defenders. We go back downfield. Team Gold are going to start their attack again here as we approach halftime.
We're seeing Septic bring his team to try and keep them alive, but it's more Team Purple making these mistakes instead of Team Gold having to try and force mistakes out of them. But you never want to see that. You want to see the teams playing at their peak to see who can actually be the better team. And we're not seeing Team Purple play at their peak performance like we've seen them play before. So we want to see them get more involved, get more used to playing with each other, because it looks like there's 3 players on the same team. They need to be one whole unit and work together as a team. We'll see Billy Tusilli drive the ball down. So going for a second touch will be played away by Septic though. I think that's his 4th save of the game so far. Just goalkeeper in net, will not let anything pass through. See Billy Tusilli amping up for a shot, but actually saved by Dev Norbit. Ball bounce off the sidewall. Case Macca does lose the ball, but no hit immediately. 2 players miss. Septic will finally hit it though, and onslaught of pressure coming in from Team Purple.
They're starting to try to put something together here. Centering pass there from Dev Norbit denied as the backside demo comes out. Case Mac's going to try to keep this one in. Dev Norbert up, keeping it in the zone. Rado Eagle not able to find it, backed up by his teammates. Zoldorax, another touch in the corner. Awkward touch here from Rado Eagle. Case Mac's there, not able to find the touch to center it, but still hanging around in the corner. Dev Norbert's going to bump Billy Tusilli off, and exactly like you were saying, Benji, this Team Purple looking like they are not communicating particularly well, especially in that offensive zone, and it's really led to some missed opportunities as far as being able to work the ball central, and it's not gotten a whole lot better through game number 2 here. They're looking a lot better defensively, but their offense is still lacking, at least in terms of being threatening. They put 7 shots on frame, but they haven't been able to convert, but that's a massive demo from Billy Tusilli. Please go in. Oh my goodness, I was so afraid that wasn't going to find the back of the net. Dev Norbit just barely squeaking this one in. He's got all the time and space. Case Mac's just like, all right, bro, you do you. I'm glad it went in. I was going to be upset if it didn't. But now we're tied at 1, 53 seconds left.
Probably the slowest goal here from China at 4 miles per hour. No idea what that is KPH. We don't use that here. And now we got Case Mac taking his time as the ball trying to go for the flick. And now that the game is tied up, I think Team Purple are going to start to feel more comfortable. They're not playing from behind anymore. They don't have to force all these shots and all this offensive pressure. They can just play their own game. And now Case Mac gets the ball off the wall. Ball will be high flying. No player up to it just yet. Case Mac does beat 2 players. The net is wide open for the time being. Billy Tusilli tries to force a pass, but it's actually hit from NF Septic. Now Rado Eagle taking his time. Actually a demo from Dev Norbit. No boost on Septic. Just trying to get it clear. The triple commit. Ball will be bounced into the corner. Rado Eagle will have to clear it. And as we approach these final 10 seconds, where it looks like we're going to be headed into overtime. And first overtime of the night, I believe. And we'll see who can take it.
Yeah, and it's looking like Purple's starting to put some pressure downfield. Looking pretty good, even with the triple commit coming out. They were not punished for it, and that would have been a goal if they had just a couple more seconds on the clock, but alas, they will not. And we will see our first OT here, game number 2. Team Purple on the charge right now, looking to try to secure a 1-1 series with a win here. They're going to try to get this one out. Case Mac and Billy Tusilli working together to clear that one away. Dev Norbit will have the save away from Rado Eagle, will avoid the dunk as well. Outlet pass, looking for Case Mac just to pass the nose of his Octane. And Antiseptic will have the clear only as far as Billy Tusilli at half field. Long ball in here from Zoldorax. Awkward touch up out of the back wall. Well saved by Dev Norbit. A big pinch, a centering ball there. Dev Norbit just enough to screen out the offense. And we will remain in this overtime. 45 seconds gone. 1-on-2 opportunity now for Team Purple. Case Mac, no boost. And he's demoed from behind by Rado Eagle, and the ball's going to go immediately in the other direction. Another great demo, chase down defensive efforts here from both teams. And we are at 1 minute played here in this first overtime. Game number 2, almost able to find the back of the net. There was NF Septic, saved out by Norbit, but still in the offensive zone here. Big pinch downfield will be wide. NF Septic's going to guide it into the corner, grab that boost, rotate back into net. He's got to be there to make the save, and that is 6 saves, I believe. Yeah, 6 saves, a double save here for NF Septic. A minute and a half gone here in OT, and we are still level.
Yeah, Septic trying to keep his team in this, and so much offensive for these teams. As I talk about the offense in Academy is probably more offensive pressure based than in main league, because the defense just isn't there fully yet. but these players still do have incredible defense as Septic is showing off, and now Billy Too Silly taking this time on the offense, trying to go for a shot, and then close save off the crossbar. It's just open, but a bump, a team bump, I'm pretty sure. Billy Too Silly was coming out of the goal and hit Dev Norbert on his way out. Unfortunate, but actually a pass. Zoldrax go for a shot, and a crazy shot from Zoldrax. He had the first goal, now he closes it with this. A pinch from Septic, pinches it towards the midfield, and positioning from Zoldrax beats 2 there, and if you're Team Purple, you gotta be shaking your heads. You gotta be asking, why didn't we win this game? Because it looked like they could have won this so many times.
I'm shaking. It's taking a little bit more time and pace themselves down the field. They're going to have one more shot at this to try to extend the series. Game number 3 getting underway here as the series now 2-0 in favor of Team Gold. Will Purple be able to put it together here with their upper bracket lives on the line effectively? Norbert's going to try to get it started. Billy Too Silly, another wide open chance, and it's flubbed away by the offense of Purple. And it's not a bad start, but you got to score those in this kind of series.
The accuracy is the kryptonite for Team Purple. They haven't been able to put these shots on target, and when they do, they're saved by their own teammates, as we saw in the last game. So we're going to need to see change of pace as Septic is denying them at every single chance they try and get. So ready to go. Just to go for a hit. Just actually beat out the pre-jumping player, keeping up the follow. No boost though from him. Sums the ball off the wall. Billy Too Silly with the first one too, but that does actually miss. You have to Dev Norbit. Does have a clear, but is too Septic. I'm taking his time now, trying to get a pass mid, but Zoldrax goes for it as well. A bit of a double commit, but Septic will go once again, trying to force the play towards the midfield, and a pass and shot from K-Smack. Another pass from Billy Too Silly. Some great passing plays, but nothing rewarded just yet. So now Radio Eagle brings the ball down the field, trying to force the ball into offense. K-Smack taking this time in the corner. Pops the ball over to his teammate Billy Too Silly, and Septic with an unfortunate misread, and Zoldrax will have the clear though.
Starting to put it together here. Both teams looking to try to work it downfield in a little bit more of an organized fashion. Orange has been doing such a good job of denying any kind of passing plays that Purple has been putting together, though, and that's really been shutting them down. Almost a read on the backboard there from Zoldrax. Septic's going to be dunked away by Billy Too Silly, and the ball crosses half field just for a moment as Radio Eagle puts it right back into the blue zone. This one will be put right back in by Zoldrax, staying in the blue half for a lot of this this game so far. And if Septic's gonna pick that left corner, split the defenders, neither Dev Norbit or K-Smack can get back to it. And that is a goal on the board for Team Gold. They take the lead.
He put it right in between those 2 defenders. One thought that they both thought each other were gonna go for it, and ended up just throwing themselves at it, and nobody hit it. And first goal, surprisingly hit by NF Septic, the savior in the net, getting the goal for his team. The go-ahead goal to try and get this series, and another sweep for tonight, another 3-0 looking likely, if nothing will change for this Team Purple squad.
They've definitely got the pieces to put it together, but like we've been saying, their accuracy is just not there. They've been credited with the shots, but none of them are really threatening, or if they are threatening, they're coming in just too few of a number. And the defense for Team Orange is keeping them in this one and keeping their looks dominant. There's a shot from K-Smack, cleared long by NF Septic, who's been so strong on the back line. He's got another 2 saves already. We're not even through halftime yet in game number 3. K-Smack faking the low 50 here, one-on-one versus Septic. Will he be able to jam it home? Stopped again by Septic in the savior medal, the brick wall for Septic so far. He's gonna get that one past Dev Norbit. Two players crashing in, 2 players peeling off there for Team Gold, but Radio Eagle's gonna take it. Purple in their own zone, and a heartbreaker as Billy Too Silly's got all the space and flips right past the ball. Radio Eagle just has to hit it on frame, and the lead is now doubled 2-0 for Team Gold.
Still half the game to play though. If they can get this under control, if they can get that one fix, then nothing is impossible for this Team Purple squad, but they have to get it soon, and they have to get it now. They have to try and just get any chance they can get. Once they get that first chance, they can just play off the momentum, but it's looking just like more and more offense for Team Gold. No challenge yet from Septic, taking his time, waiting for his teammates to get back. Does he flick by Billy Too Silly? Zoldrax will have the easy hit though. Dev Norbit pinches it with the wall. Another shot from Radio Eagle will be just high though. Is there a follow-up? There is a follow-up from Zoldrax. Top left corner shot from him, and tripled now, and looking less likely as a comeback will be mounted.
Hot bins from Zoldrax, absolutely tucking it in that left corner and getting his team a 3-0 lead. The offense has been on point for Team Gold, and that's just of playing defense that much easier. They've got a lead to sit on now. A minute 53 left here. Game number 3. The sweep still active here. The dreams are still alive for Team Gold. Well, all they've got to do is start tightening some of these shots up a little bit. Another shot from Zaldirax is going to make the lead 4. And, you know, we're sitting here talking about Team Purple needing to fix their offense, but right now their defense is letting them down. K-Smack not able to find it, and Dev Norbit just chipping that one right back into Zaldirax, teeing it up for him, and that's 4-0 for Team Gold.
And no answered from these. They're just getting walked all over. Team Purple is. And Septic, probably my MVP for tonight out of all the matches. He really has stepped up for his team so far. And so is Zaldirax being that second offensive man. And as he gets from him, third goal. And a little bit awkward. I guess that Team Purple really don't have any more fight left in them. Even though they still do have time left if they can keep this. But this game, in all honesty, is looking almost over. And I think if you're Team Purple, you just got to look back, maybe get some free coaching, because all Havoc players do have free coaching, to maybe save some of these games. Looking at Billy Tuzili as I speak, goes for a great shot, trying to keep his team in it, maybe just some compensation goals and keep up the mentality. And a great shot from him, though, really putting all the practice into use.
Yeah, definitely there quickly. And like you were saying, free coaching, my snarky quip for what Team Purple might be able to do is some training pack accuracy work, just being able to get their shots on target and a little bit more with a little bit more purpose, a little bit more emphasis on some power, some accuracy, and not dunking your teammates in your defensive third, because that's generally not a good look either. Zaldirax is going to put this one up to the backboard. Rado Eagle not quite able to find it. Billy Tuzili has the win past NF Septic, but he's got nobody chasing after it in support. Dev Norbit so far behind this ball as it goes into the orange corner. He manages to get up after it, though. We'll center it again and back to the backboard from K-Smack. Now Billy Tuzili all the way back here reading this one. It was an awkward ball coming back in off of his teammates. He'll have the first clear, but time bleeding away. Every second that the Team Purple offense isn't in the zone is a second wasted, but Billy Tuzili going to find another one. That's 2 for him here in the last minute, and he's doing his best to try to mount a call on his own.
He is trying to do it all on his own. Maybe some competition for him, but he's still keeping his team in. They still have time. We'll maybe have to have a couple kickoff goals, but still plenty of time nonetheless. And we'll see if they can keep this up. A great kickoff from him. Ball will be popped up in the air. First one, 2 will be K-Smack. It's beat though by Zaldirax. A shot coming in and almost an own goal. Pass back to Billy Tuzili. 30 seconds left on the clock. Now Rado Eagle taking the ball into the corner. Billy Tuzili will take his time. 50-50. K-Smack has time, going for a flick, and actually we'll get the flick if no save will be hit, but Rado Eagle, great save from him, trying to keep his team at bay, trying to keep them to hold the lead, because it's getting very, very close if they can score more goals here. But 8 seconds left, and a little bit of fight left in Team Purple, but at the end of the day, the lead was too much to conquer, and Team Gold will take this series 3-0.
Yeah, it was looking like it was, you know, the first 2 games were 2-1 games, the second one going all the way to overtime, but